Hello.
Okay, are we ready? Shall we get started?
Yes, yes. Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, Lalita. How are you doing? We are meeting after a long time.
Yes, yes. I'm doing great, ma'am, and thank you for asking. And yeah, it means
Mhm.
it's been a long time, and I think still I remember I met you in the month of September.
Oh, okay. We met in September, so
Yeah.
almost been what, 6 months?
6 months, yeah, yeah. And that time recently, I think you have created that channel, and I was following you. And still, recently, I have watched one of your video in which you're talking about fluency and accuracy. What is the difference between
Hmm.
why and yeah. And I also
Okay.
want to connect with you, so that's why I sent a request to you. And thank you for accepting my request.
Most welcome. And thank you so much for reaching out and wanting to connect with me. Congratulations on your channel.
Yes.
And tell me, how has the 6 months been and what are the new things in life apart from the channel? What is the development in your learning side? Let's talk about that.
Yes, yes, yes. Obviously, sure, ma'am. Actually, and the day even I met you, that was my first or second conversation or through video call. Then I started my journey and started to connect to the people through video call, and I made some conversation with the people. And here I gradually I started to build up confidence in myself, and that's how I was connected to the people through video call, audio call, and obviously, moreover, I was working on my learning language means in this journey language learning journey through means I was doing reading, I was doing writing, and still I'm doing. So it's going good, and gradually I'm improving. I can feel, and with that thought, whatever I have learned, not in 6 months even, I was learning this language since a very long time. So with that thought, recently it's been 1 month. I have created my YouTube channel also, so that I can share it with the people also. And yeah, so that's
Mhm.
how the journey is going, and it's going good. Whatever I'm
Okay,
learning, yeah, I'm
wonderful.
sharing it with the people.
Wonderful. Great, great. So, how are you liking the YouTube journey? How do you like the hard work behind every video?
Yes, yes, obviously. And before that, obviously, I was not in good in technology. In language, obviously, means I
Mm,
was preparing the language part since a very long time. So I can manage with that language because obviously I have done my master's in English literature. And after that, I was familiar because I was reading, I was writing. But because of the technology or means how to use like Canva or editing and all, so I was not doing, but now I'm learning, and it's good. Means every day, which I feel every day when I make videos, so obviously it takes time or effort. Sometime I was able to do it, sometime very frustrated because sometime what happens, very basic things, even though we can watch some videos on YouTube, but still it's very difficult. And
mm,
but when I learn, or after that when I do it or I upload it, so I feel very good because it's a learning apart with the language, the thing which I'm learning, and that is the means working on the YouTube and all lot of things,
mm.
how to upload.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So it's good.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. It's
Yeah.
good. You're enjoying it, right?
Yes, yes, yes. And it's going on, and I'm
Amazing.
feeling very good because every day you get a chance something and learn something new.
Mm,
I am also,
that's true.
yeah, yeah.
Okay,
So it's going
awesome.
good.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. So tell me anything that you want to ask, anything you want to know today.
Yes, yes. Obviously, I want to ask you something, but before that, shall we proceed for a little bit, like in function, we can introduce ourselves. You can also, and for our viewers.
Go
Yeah,
ahead.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. So, yeah, you can start, or shall I start?
sure.
Okay. So, I'm Lalita, and I was born and raised in Uttarakhand, but it's been 6 years. I'm living in Noida, and I have done my master's in English literature, and after that, I did B.Ed. After B.Ed, I did a job also. I was a teacher. I used to teach. It's been 6 years I did teaching. And the day my son was born, I have a son, I have a kid, and he is 6 year old. And the day he was born, so that day I left my job. And after that, I cleared some exam also, like seated. And and I was preparing for some government exam. And when I was preparing for some government exam, so I felt my interest was going into the language compared to the literature. So that's how I started to learn this language. And I'm feeling very good and it's going on. And yeah, so that's all about me. If you have any question, you can ask.
Okay,
Yeah,
all
and I
right.
also want to
Wonderful to
know.
know.
Yeah, even though I know a lot of things about you, but still for the viewers.
Of course. So you already know my name by now.
Yes, yes,
And I was born and raised in Kolkata, but
yes,
I have been staying in Pune for the last 11 years.
yes.
And I have mostly worked into the corporate sector for about 11 years. And last year, I ventured into my own, you know, I would say not an academy because it's not certified yet, but I'm working on my own as an independent trainer. And I am a communication coach as well as a soft skills trainer. I'm also a TEFL certified spoken English trainer and a certified life coach. And I have a YouTube channel by the name of Speak Up with Moupriya, where I help people not only with the language, but also with important soft skills and life skills that are
Leave
important
it, leave it.
for personal and professional growth. And whenever I get some free time, I love traveling, I love cooking, I love spending time with my friends and family and my cats. And recently, I have also ventured into my own fashion brand, which is of earrings. It's called Tarana Earrings,
Okay,
and we are on Instagram. Very
okay.
soon, it's the website is going to be live. So that is the newest addition to our family, and
Okay.
I'm really excited to build that up and to work with that. So yeah, that is a little bit about me. And if you have any questions, I would love to answer those.
Yes, yes, yes. Even though means I love to know about you. Obviously, even though I know about you, lot of things. I know about your cat. I have seen some of your videos, but still, but I was not aware about your new venture, like about earrings.
Hmm, yeah.
Yes, so I was
I
not
just
aware.
launched it on Women's Day.
Okay, 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 okay. So okay, how it's going on? And
It's fun, it's fun because after I finish all my work and everything, I sit down and pack the orders. It's a lot of fun. So if you check my Instagram page, I put up the packing videos and all of that. So it's a lot of fun because at the end of the day, it is something which is very different from what I have been doing for all these years. And I
Mhm.
always wanted to do something in the field of fashion, and I am very attached to earrings. I don't change. Like when I go out, I only wear my Mangal Sutra because it's very minimalistic and it goes with any outfit.
Yes,
But when it comes to dressing up or accessorizing, I am a big fan of earrings. So I always wanted to do something, and I was going on delaying it for a very long time. But then I thought if I don't do it now, then there is not going to be any right time. So there is no right time for anything, and you should just get going.
yes.
So although it is a little hectic, but then I am totally enjoying this journey
Yes,
as well.
yes, yes, yes. Even yeah, I love to know about it. And even my next question was how you are managing. Obviously, YouTube also takes a lot of efforts and time, and I can see, and you are making conversation also, and you are wait, and you are means working with your brand and you, with earrings. So how you are managing and like so many people they want to learn this language because I'm asking you in with that perspective also. So many people they want to learn this language, but they are working professional, or either they are a working professional or they are a student, and they are facing difficulty because they are means they have a say hi. He is
How
my
are
son.
you?
He is my son.
I'm fine. And how?
You're fine?
Yes. And how are you?
What's your name? I am awesome. What's your name?
My name is Nakshatra Joshi.
Wow, what a nice name. I love it. Good
Thank you.
job. Which class are you in, Nakshatra?
Now I am second.
I am in second standard.
Yes. Actually,
Okay,
recently,
wonderful.
yes, recently he has promoted.
Hello.
So he is
Hello.
habitual
Wow.
to say, I am in first. So now he said, okay, I am
मैं तुम्हारी वीडियो
in.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Yes, go
yeah,
on with your
yeah,
question.
yeah. Nowadays, holidays going on because from tomorrow onwards, school
Mm.
is going to open. So when you have a kids, it's
Oh,
very, yeah, but still I want to connect with you.
right.
And when you accept my request, so
Wonderful.
then I thought, okay, let's catch up.
Yeah, yeah, of
Yeah.
course.
So yeah,
So yeah, how I manage, it's a question that a lot of my students also ask me. So what I generally do is, I compartmentalize tasks because that is very important. You can't be doing everything at the same time. So when it comes to content creation, I like to create on one day. I like to edit on one day. Then once you upload them, it's on autopilot mode, so you don't have to pay attention to those. Because I have my classes also in the morning and in the
Hmm.
evening. I take a
Hmm.
lot of classes, so I'm busy in that. I generally do my packing and responses on Instagram and all of that during the day. Whenever I get some time between my classes or after my classes, I utilize that time. And I also go to the gym every afternoon, so 2.5 hours go over there. And then I try, and when I wake up in the morning, I try and finish my cooking for the day because that saves a lot of time. And thankfully, my help, she comes early in the morning. So she cuts and chops everything and she goes. And then after that, I finish cooking. So I'm free for the entire day that ways. And that's how I try and segregate time. It's very important when you want to do a lot of things, you have to manage your time very efficiently as well. I generally keep my weekends free. There are no classes, but I do a little bit work in terms of, either shoot or video editing or uploading. These things are parked for the weekend. So yeah, that's how I manage.
Yeah, means I can see means that the way you are telling your routine means obviously I am also feeling like that. How means you are managing each and everything and in a very nice manner. So the
Thank
people,
you. Thank you
yeah,
so
I have
much.
seen means recently I have seen, yeah, you made yesterday I think present on present tense a video on present tense. So
Right.
obviously,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, so I can see, and even it takes a lot of effort. And I have seen so many people because nowadays I also started to connect to the people. So everybody and they wants to learn language and they want to speak in English and they want to learn this language. And it's not only about they want to learn because it's a need of the hour,
Correct.
and
Yes.
everybody want to go for the next level, but still
Correct.
most of the people they have means they say okay, we don't have time, so how we can manage
Mhm.
it or how we can learn this language, it takes a lot of time. So what you, because obviously you are a trainer and you are taking a classes also and you are managing all the things like video editing and YouTube. So ma'am, my question is that, and it's a very genuine question because recently I have faced this type of questions, lot of questions even with lot of learners. Means we don't have time, so how we can manage or what things we can do so that in a very short span of time we can learn the language in a very effective way.
Mhm. Okay, so this is a new trend that has started, to be very honest, because we watch 30 seconds reels
Hmm.
and we see people's journey in 30 seconds and we feel, oh, it can be done in less time in an effective way.
Hmm.
That is a big myth. It
Hmm.
doesn't happen. You
Hmm.
cannot learn in less time and in an effective way. That is not possible. I see nowadays there are trends on YouTube where people are just trying to put up fake accent and they are making horrible sentences while speaking and they feel that they are speaking good. But to be very honest, it's not speaking the language. Tomorrow, if I ask you a question out of the blue, you will not be able to have a conversation. So,
Hmm.
first things first, you need to understand to learn any language, not just English, you cannot look at shortcuts and you cannot look at an effective or an advanced way of learning without putting in the effort. So, first of all, you have to set your mindset that I want to learn something. And like everything else, I have to put in effort.
Hmm.
Now comes the part where you are confused about, I don't have time. Here, where people go wrong is they feel that I have to take out 2 hours in a day separately for learning the English
Hmm. Hmm.
language, which is
Hmm.
absolutely wrong. You are looking at it from a very wrong perspective.
Hmm.
So, if you see, I have already made a video on how do I manage time in my learning journey. Over there, if you see, I talk about two, three things that I have learned from the book, The Atomic Habits. And those things are one of those techniques is called habit stacking
Hmm.
or utilizing your dead time in the day. Now, what are these things? Habit stacking is like there are so many things in the day that you do out of habit where you are not putting your mind consciously to it. For example, when you wake up and brush your teeth, if you are brushing your teeth for 5 minutes, you are not doing any action in terms of thinking or paying attention to it. You are just brushing out of your habit. So why can't you listen to a 5 minutes video at that time? Early morning, if you listen to something in English, which is motivational, it will stay in your mind for the entire day. Any word, any sentence structure that you learn in that phase, it can actually help you work on your language skills. Similarly, when you are cooking, when you are taking bath, when you are cutting your vegetables, what are you doing? You
Hmm.
are basically wasting that time
Hmm.
doing a work that is redundant, that doesn't require your attention at all. Instead of just chopping vegetables and watching a serial, watch something that's in English that will help you learn and inculcate the language.
Hmm.
Another thing, what people do is they only stick to English speaking videos. Now, these videos cannot help you in learning the language.
Hmm.
For you to learn the language, you have to inculcate your knowledge
Hmm.
as well.
Hmm.
You have to know about different topics. You have to hear different people talking, their way of speaking,
Hmm.
their vocabulary. Only then your brain is going to retain that information. So explore different genres. That is important. What is utilizing dead time? What are you doing when you are going to work, coming back from work? Why can't you listen to English at that point? Right? So it's not always about finding separate time. It is about making time with the daily activities that you are doing.
Hmm.
What if you are sitting at office and you are not doing something very urgent? There are times when we are at office and we don't have anything to do at that time. What we do is we go out for a cup of coffee with our friends, or we sit down and just watch some videos, reels. We watch so many reels every single day, wasting so much time. Why can't we just use our WhatsApp and type in a quick paragraph in English and see how we are constructing our sentences?
Hmm. Hmm.
Why
Hmm.
can't we carry a book with us? Whenever we get some dead time, we can read 2 pages at least from that book. So
Hmm.
it is all about what you tell yourself and how you train your mind.
Right.
If you are smart enough about your learning, if you know that you have to put in the hard work, it is easy. What
Hmm.
we do is we want to achieve results. We want to keep looking at other people, what they
Hmm.
are trying to do, but we don't want to put in the effort ourselves.
Yes.
We don't want to be smart about our own learning. And
Hmm.
that is where the problem arises, and
Hmm.
people feel that, oh, what should I do?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah, that's a myth. Actually, I have seen people. It's very easy to see others, because when we see others, we feel
Yeah,
like that. Okay, means suppose there is a 15-minute video, and in 15 minutes they can speak very well. But obviously, what are the reason behind it, or what are the struggle behind it?
yeah,
And
exactly.
the way you already mentioned, like when we are chopping something, because that's how I also learned the language. Because as a homemaker, still
Correct.
we cannot get a separate time for anything. So
Absolutely.
yeah, whenever I was also doing my household chores like chopping, cutting, and so I was also listening dishes. So that
Correct.
time
Yeah,
means that time you can at least you can listen, even though we
correct.
cannot read, we cannot write, but at least we can listen. So accordingly we have to divide that parts or chunks
Yes,
into that activity. But the one thing which I
absolutely.
feel, obviously after talking to you, or after that journey, means you have to take your cautious effort.
Of course, yes, very important.
Yes.
If you are not conscious about yourself, what we do is we are very less aware and conscious about our own self.
Hmm.
That is one of the biggest drawback for people not developing themselves or not growing in terms of an individual.
Hmm.
If we are not conscious about us, we don't even know what style of learning suits us. We don't
Hmm.
even know that, okay, we are listening to conversation videos. Are they even helping us? We
Hmm.
don't realize, we don't analyze, we don't
Hmm.
ask questions. There
Hmm.
are so many times I ask people, tell me 3 things about yourself that you really like. And
Hmm.
people go blank. Oh, I
Hmm.
don't know. I
Hmm.
have never thought about it.
Hmm. Hmm.
Why? Why haven't you thought about your own
Hmm.
self?
Hmm.
Right?
Because
So
we
these
never.
things are very
Hmm.
important.
Hmm. Hmm. Yes, yes. Listening, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously, what happened?
Okay.
Yeah, I also feel like that. Actually, we people, so many people, they are not aware about themselves.
Correct.
That's
Yes.
why we have lack of ideas, lack of thoughts.
Correct. Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's very important. No matter what you do, you can be a homemaker, you can be a retiree, you can be a child. Even for children, it's very important to inculcate those values in children. Like they should know from a young age what are the things they like, what are the things they don't like, which
Mm,
subject they enjoy, what do they want to become when
mm,
they, grow older,
mm,
or what are the things at school they're liking, what are the things at school that they want to change. These are
mm,
questions that we should ask from a very young age so that the child can also develop that habit of asking, analyzing, understanding facts. But we are not programmed in that manner that we ask questions to ourselves and become self aware.
mm,
The moment we start doing that, it actually gives you, first of all, a lot of confidence, because then you know yourself and you know what you like, what you don't like, what are your boundaries.
mm,
And then it also helps you in framing better thoughts and taking better decisions for yourself as an individual.
mm,
So self awareness is of course very important, and when you are doing something, being aware of that situation, being aware of your surroundings, being aware of people around you, even that is very important.
mm,
Once you are focused on being conscious about everything that you are doing in life, it actually helps you to gain a lot of clarity, to gain a lot of confidence, and to grow yourself as an individual.
yes.
So that's the key. You just have to be conscious about everything that you are doing or that is happening around you.
Mm. Definitely, definitely. Actually, yeah, but which I can feel after talking to you even, and we should have we should not go for the language learning or any skills. We should make a small habits, and we should
Correct.
develop our
Yes.
habits like
Correct.
listening.
Absolutely true.
Yeah. So we should not go for the learning something skills. So skills we can make because firstly, I think we should have a builder habits because when we are into
Mm.
it, like any habit, so gradually it also is, we are these habits we are developing for learning, but it comes later.
Correct. To learn a skill also, you have to have habits. If you don't
Hmm.
have habits in place, you cannot learn a skill. So
Hmm.
important to focus on the small habits, tiny habits that will enable you to learn skills and learn other things in life and grow. That's
Hmm.
very important.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
All right. So,
Yes. Yes.
Lalita, it was wonderful talking to you today. I really had a great time. And I hope that, we get to connect in future once again. I wish you
Yes.
all the very best for your YouTube journey, for your learning journey, and overall everything.
Yes.
And Nakshatra, I wish you all the very best for your new session that's starting tomorrow. Have a wonderful time at school with your friends. Yeah?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. Both of you. Thank you so
Yeah, he's
much. Bye
also
bye.
excited.
Good day.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am. Thank you
Yeah.
so much. Thank you so much for connecting with me and giving your insights. And it's really helpful.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day, both of you.
Yes.
Bye.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. And we will connect soon. Yes, I want to take more
Sure.
insights from him when he
Absolutely.
will not home. So I want to take more.
Of course. Of
Thank you,
course.
ma'am.
Okay. Take care. Bye.